Alright everyone, here we go. Every Saturday, if I can, I like to do a Schrodinger's cat. And this is Schrodinger's cat, but you know, I like to have a little fun today. We did the big heavy weekly reading. We talked about the DM and all that. We're going to leave your soul connection out of this. Your deep flame, twin flame, deep hell from hell soul connection out. This is the stEE-Harmony singles read edition of Schrodinger's cat. And right there would be a really cool graphic with music and all kinds of things spinning. But anyway, we don't have that. So this here is going to be fun. We're going to have some fun. This is just for fun, but it's Schrodinger's cat. It's science. It's not a tarot reading. If you play it right, if you don't pick the card, you pick the animal and you let the coin toss do its job, it should be pretty accurate. The question we're putting out there, for which timeline you're on, which universe you're in, whatever, okay, for this Schrodinger's cat where the card picks you, you don't pick the card, is somebody, maybe a friend, maybe somebody at work, somebody you want to know whether they, well, to put it Steve style, whether they want to bang you or not. Somebody you want to know whether they love you, whether they're into you, whether they find you attractive, whatever it is. Whoever it is, you got to have a person in mind for this. Not your twin flame deep soul connection. Somebody at work, somebody you saw at the grocery store, you see her all the time, somebody you see on the road or when you're shopping or what. I don't know why you're on the road. Maybe you're Willie Nelson watching me. I don't know. Hello Willie, how you doing? How'd that tax thing work out? Anyway, just whoever you want to know, whoever it is. Maybe their name is Paul. You know, what does Paul think of me? You know, gosh, I don't know. For most of you, it's going to be a friend or somebody who, you know, you aren't sure if they want more. You know, maybe it's a friend who touches you a little too much, tries to make. That's usually a sign. If they try to make physical contact too much, they always got to rub your arm, or they hug a little too long or something. You want to know if they're in love with you or not, or if they just want to bang you. Okay, are we clear? So you think of the person while I shuffle, and don't cheat the universe. I do my job well. If you want to, if you want an accurate read here, play the game. Don't pick the card. I'll say I always pick card number 1 when I do, pick a card. This ain't no pick a card. This isn't. I don't do pick a card. I tried that at the beginning. I felt stupid. I thought this is stupid. Nobody's going to pick with their intuition, and it's going to be wrong like it always is. No, this is different. Let the coin do the picking for you. You just pick a little animal I'll give you, okay? All right. And it won't be a raccoon, because we were just talking about raccoons on fucking Twitter, and everybody will pick the raccoon, and it's not going to be a raccoon. So get your raccoons back up your ass. They're not coming out here. All right, here we go. Think of your person. While I tell everybody new what Schrodinger's cat is, it's a science experiment that well, basically, it talks about multiple universes, okay? And in this case here, it's timelines, or an information timeline, I guess is what we're pulling on here. A cat is placed in a box, theoretically, with an isotope, and close the box. The theory is the cat fluctuates between dead and alive while the box is closed. You open the box, you find out if you got a live cat or a dead cat. You find out which universe you're in, basically. It's a science experiment, and while I shuffle the deck here, you're thinking of the person you want to know if they got the hots for you or not, okay? And I'm running the experiment through my head as I shuffle. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm in my kestrel field, watching kestrels hunt, running the experiment through my head. I do my job, you do your job. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, or you're a science geek like me, well, stick around. We'll have some fun. All right? Let's see here. We'll be the best of friends. And maybe I'll want to bang you. Who knows? Male or female. It's timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. All right, here we go. Finishing up the experiment now. I'm just about to open the box. And when you open the box, you find out if you got a live cat or a dead cat. All right. Top of the deck. Just pulling the cards from the top, face down. Here we go. All right. I'm being encouraged to pull a third card here. Okay? It's a bridging energy. It's separate from this. Okay? These are our two. This will reveal itself why that's important at the end. My intuition told me to do that. Now I'm going to pull the card and I'm going to clarify with the little light seer deck. First I got to give you 2 animals. Do not pick a card. Don't cheat the universe. It will fuck you over if you do. She is a fickle old gal and she does not take shit. She's like a grandma that don't take shit. You know, I mean, seriously. Alright, here we go. I got 2 cards down. I'm going to give you 2 animals. You got 2 seconds to pick the fucking animal. You take any longer than that, it's not your intuition, it's your brain. Okay? Alright, here we go. A cheetah or an ostrich? 1, 2, that's it. You either picked a cheetah or you picked an ostrich. Now I'm going to flip. I've got the Steve's Love Tarot Schrodinger's Cat Quarter right here. Someday I'll need to spend this. If I get down to my, you know, last money, I'll need to come for it. But for now, we're okay. All right, I'm going to flip it. It's going to hit the wood floor. You'll hear it. Oh, slid under my Kleenex box. What is it? All right. It's heads. All right. Heads was cheetah. It was the first one. Tails was ostrich. That was the second one. So this is cheetah, and this is ostrich. All right. Okay. They came out in order this time. It spun and slid under my Kleenex box. I hope that's not an omen. So whoever you're thinking about, whoever it is, it can be anybody on Earth or on another planet if you know them. All right. Let's see if they got the hots for you. You got a live cat or a dead cat. See if they want to bang you, love you, like you, feel you up, whatever it is they want to do. I mean, it's varying levels of it. You know, some girls I just want to touch. I don't want to bang you, but I, you know, gladly stick my hand down your pants if you let me. Okay, fine. You know, that kind of thing. I don't know. Pick whoever you want. All right. Cheetah, you ready? Not only is it a live cat, it's a fucking cat. How about that? It's a live cat. That's nice. The lion is the strength card. There's someone a little bit, it's either someone you're getting to know, okay, or it's someone, it could be a friend who's afraid to tell you how they feel if it was a friend you picked, or it could be anything. But yeah, it's a live cat. There is fear around the strength card though. In other words, maybe they're not afraid of you, but they don't want to open up too much, too fast, kind of a thing like that. I don't know. But he's holding one of the roses from the 2 of Cups in this deck. You don't get any more live cat than that. Let's pull a couple cards on here on this. Watch them both. Because we got a bridging energy that's already been pulled. The bridging energy is a common energy, the general down the middle between these two. It's what I would pull if I was doing this as a general reading. Okay? So it's like the butt kind of a thing. All right? Keep that in mind. I don't know what it is. I haven't looked. Stop asking me. I'm not going to take a peek. All right. Why is the strength card here? You should watch them both anyway, because there's always information in each that might help you or something like that. Okay? And maybe you didn't pick with your intuition. Maybe you picked with your brain. I don't know. But there's always a bridging energy here, and I always pull it. Because these readings are fun for me. This is a nice release. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Why is the strength card here? Boy, you really want me to shuffle, don't you, old girl? What the hell? Okay. I'm going to pull 2 cards and a bottom card. All right? That's what I'm going to do. I already saw the bottom card. You got a live cat, motherfucker. If you pick cheetah. Yeah, I called you, motherfucker. 10 swords. That's interesting. What's the second card? 6 of Wands. This person here is afraid they're going to scare you away if they tell you how they feel. Alright? They might flirt with you. Though they might. She's a flirt. They're both flirts. Look, she's out in the field. This used to be Bridget in the Bangs, I think. She out in the field, which is pretty Bridget right there. She out in the field with no underpants on and a see-through dress. She think nobody's out there. They're not sure that you know that they want to bang you, kind of a thing, or that they like you, or that they're into you. They're afraid. With the 6 of Wands here, and your crossing card at the bottom is the Page of Cups. They're a little nervous, apprehensive about it. Probably something they keep to themselves. They might flirt a little. right? They might flirt a little. They might whatever. But this is a person who actually values you on a high level. All right? That's pretty cool. It's nice. You know? They don't want to treat you like a skank or something like that. You know, I don't know. I don't know any other way to put it. Or a slag, as our British friends would put it. I don't, you know, that's what I got. You got a live cat here. It's somebody who's afraid if they tell, the fear around the Strength card with the Ten of Swords sitting on it, it's someone who's afraid, right? That's the fear around the Strength card, that if they bring you this rose or try to stick their hand down your pants or paw or whatever it is, you'll tell them to go fuck off, kind of a thing. Or you'll just run, right? You'll take off. But they do want to, well, they want to bang you. It's the Six of Wands. They're definitely in love with you. No, it's victory. When in the context of this question, this is a really nice card to fall here. You know, a little nervous about it. They stand back, but they do definitely want to tell you at some point, or hope it develops into that at some point. That's nice. I like that. I like it. But for now, with a Nine of Wands underneath that, you know. It's probably why you're asking. I told you to ask. Why would you ask about somebody you already know likes you? You know, that kind of thing. If you tried to trick the cards, I already know this person wants to bang me. Yeah, they do, but they're afraid I can switch the energy to that if you want. If they bang you, you know, they're trying not to, because if they do, they think it might kill the friendship. They're afraid, or you're afraid it might kill the friendship, or maybe you work together and that's a problem. Okay? So it cuts both ways. Ostrich people, what's going on? It is possible to have two live cats here. Okay? It is. All right? When it's not a true Schrodinger's cat experiment. It's mock Schrodinger's cat. Okay? So calm down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's the Queen of Swords. It's a live cat. But it's in ICU. We get this a lot lately. It's the live cat on life support a little bit. What I mean is, it's a live cat. Somebody definitely into you. It's a truth thing. It's the Queen of Swords speaks the truth, feels the truth, lives the truth, is the truth. But on the outside, it's very cold. It's someone. This one here, if you picked ostrich, this is a person who, on some level, doesn't want you to know that they want you. You know, it's like that. I mean, it's definitely like that. And they may drift off, or you may drift off. You may pull away from this person, because if you're asking about it, it implies that you might want them too. Not all of you, but that's the logical implication. There's a lot of things unsaid here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have conversations, you have normal conversations, whether it's a friend or somebody at work, you know, your what do they call it? Your work wife or your work husband, kind of a thing like that. It never goes there, but it's there, if you catch my drift. Okay, Queen of Swords. Why is it here? And again, I have to pull about 1,000 different energies. And then I have to translate that instantly in real time for 10,000 different people. I just take a general, you can apply it to your situation, okay? Sort of a thing. It's the best I can explain it. You know, all right. But there's no fear here. Somebody is very clear that they want to bang you. But it doesn't go there. All right. For whatever that means to you. All right. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Why is the Queen of Swords here? Give me two cards and a bottom card. Ooh, I like that. Let me move these over. Why should cheetah suffer here? There we go. All right. There you go. Okay. Make it look all pretty and shit. Okay. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Okay. Fickle old gal has her. Yeah, it never goes there. I see the bottom card. But somebody wants to. Spank bank for sure. No doubt about that. Yeah, Knight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Wants to, but it never goes there. Wants to, but it never goes there. Sarah Gilbert at the bottom. What's under Sarah Gilbert? But it wants to. Again, Ace of Wands. If somebody would speak up here, there could be a whole new beginning to the thing. There's less chance. Over here, we've got fear with cheetah. that if somebody does something, it'll put an end to it, and they don't want that to happen. They don't want to sacrifice whatever it is. This is either a friend or somebody you work with or somebody you know and communicate with from time to time. All right, it's there. The feelings are there. There's no doubt. But it's fear stopping. Over here, it's almost forbidden. It's like cousin love, kind of. You know, I don't mean that. I'm not saying it's family, but you know, it's like if your cousin had a crush, we don't go there. I would bang her, but I don't go there. That kind of a thing, you know. Hey, in certain parts of the U.S. and the U.K., that's very common. I'll tell you what. I got family in both countries, and I'll tell you what. But right here, it's not that, but it's just sort of a. There's a conversation that needs. The Knight of Swords is a very precise conversation, sort of a thing. Somebody's running from the topic. And holding back, basically. But they also don't want to lose the person. It's a similar energy to this Ten of Swords. They also don't want to lose the person. And with Sarah Gilbert here at the bottom, and an Ace of Wands underneath that. It's a live cat, but it's sort of this is the one where it's least likely to come out. This is the one where someday you're just going to bang if you want to. Okay? If you want to. There's nobody here. It would be a relief to this person if you did, it wouldn't, you know, that it didn't kill the friendship, or it didn't kill the work connection, or it didn't kill the whatever. It would be. It would be. Now, here's our problem. I've got a live cat, and I've got a live cat that's on ICU. It's in intensive care because it's probably, this is unlikely this person will speak up or make a move, kind of a thing. But if they did, it would probably go okay. Okay, with the Ace of Wands underneath it, it would. I mean, maybe. I don't know. What's my wild card? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my darling. Oh, my... Okay. So, the wild card here, it applies to both of these. It's the bridging energy that connects both of these. Okay? Because there's always bridging energy. We're all connected. Everything is energy, and everything is connected. Even if it's a different timeline, your timelines are all connected. You got two timelines, but you got cross streets. You can get back and forth between them. Here's your cross street, ladies and gentlemen. It's the sun. Both of these, if action was taken, would be one of the surprise. It might be a surprise to some of you because I don't know who the fuck you picked. There's 10,000 people here watching this. I have no fucking idea. But the universe says that for both of these, if action was taken, it would lead to a lot of happiness. Might be the best thing that ever happened to you. Even though you're not sure. Even though you're not sure. And that's especially the case. I'm going to tell you guys something. Some of the most, actually not some, all of the most important people in my life. The people that I thought would never, you know, they kind of, I don't know about their energy. I don't know about this. I don't know about that. All turned out to be and in the end, some of the most important people I've ever met, if not all of them. My wife and I, as a matter of fact, began, we met at a party, we began with a fight, with an argument. There's a long story that goes with that. She was basically suppressing a lot of past pain and took it out on me. You know, I love you, but I really like you, but I don't fucking want to, kind of a thing. It was one of those sort of fights. We started out as a fight. Now, that's something a lot of people don't know. That's something it's a long story, but I can apply it here. Okay? That was a girl I wanted nothing to do with. After that party. I went to that party, wanted nothing to do with it. But she's crazy, right? She's like a scientist-y person. She is a scientist. She's got more PhDs than I have fingers. But she's kind of different. She's a bit like Sheldon, you know, who does things a little different on Big Bang Theory. And most people would have called to try to apologize for the night before. She showed up at my apartment. She called her roommate, knew my roommate, who knew the friend that came to and anyway, she got the address and came over to apologize. She showed up knocking at my door. All right? We had a long chat and blah, 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 blah. The rest is history. Well, my point is, this is for the people who pick someone who they don't want, or they say they don't want. You know, I don't want that person. Yeah, you know, I know they got the hots for me at work, but I don't want them. The universe says otherwise. Often those are the most important people. Remember, in your twin flame deep soul connection, There's always in those connections with those journeys, there's always a runner chaser. But that runner loves you. That runner, we see it in the readings all the time. And the energy of the connections always come up as the sun. Those are usually your signs from the universe. The people that repel you, they repel you for a reason. If you could figure out what the reason is, it usually ends up being something good. I'm having a hard time finding the right words to give you. But those are usually the most important and special connections, the ones that start out rocky. And this one over here is a little Queen of Swordsy. Okay, anybody who picked ostrich over here. This one here is a little softer and nicer, but either way, they both represent happiness. Let's pull a couple more bridging energies here. I'll grab the big Lightseer deck. Let's see what else is here for bridging energy. What's the bridging energy between Ten of Swords and Knight of Swords here? Let's see what's going on. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. I know this energy. For some of you who played the game properly and actually picked a person that you're kind of like, geez, I wonder if they, blah, blah, blah. Even if it's somebody you're questioning whether you would even be interested, you just kind of wanted to know, for curiosity reasons. Ask yourself why you don't like them, or why you're afraid of them, or why you don't want them to make their approach, or whatever, if that's the case for you. Now, it's not the case for everybody. Some of you actually do want to bang your person. I feel that in the energy. Then the answer here is yes, but for different reasons. Okay, the answer for both is yes. They do want to bang you too, but for different it's different reasons why it's not happening. And you know those reasons, so you can rectify them if you want to. It goes to that question of asking yourself why you love and making that list. Okay? This is a stEE-Harmony reading technically, so I give advice. Make that list. You need to know why you love, so that when you love somebody, you understand if you're loving the right person. You get it? I'll tell you what, I wanted nothing to do with my wife after she yelled at me, fucking ever. But I felt it was really confusing to me. I had a few too many beers that night. I didn't want to go to that party. I had a few too many beers that night, and her energy was confusing. I kept reading deep love, and you had the words coming out of her mouth were like, "You fucking son of a bitch." I was like, okay. Oh well. Anyway. Needless to say, I accepted her apology, and we banged for 3 days straight. So, all right, right here we go. The Ten of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, they're both slow-moving. Nobody wants to make it a grandma on the freeway at 50. This one here is afraid if they say something, it'll end. Along those lines, you'll have to apply it to your situation. And this one over here just wants to play avoidy-voidy, right? As soon as the topic even comes close to something like that, they get on the motorcycle and gone, runner, right? From themselves. They don't run from you. You might be a friend with this person and stuff like that. But we got, if this is a friend or somebody you're talking to online or whatever, there's a lot of love here with the sun coming out. There's probably a lot of love on both sides, although you might not want to admit it, kind of a thing. A lot of times we get into that denial thing. What's the bridging energy here? But they're both, kind of stalled. Nobody doing anything. Everybody's afraid to do something for their own various reasons. Why is the what's the common energy between the Six of Wands and the Four of Pentacles here? This one really wants some action. Male or female, they're putting that little skirt on, that easy access skirt. I'd be willing to bet no underwear on that one. All right, let's see here. This one here, holding again, more of a holdy back kind of a thing. What do we got? What's the bridging energy between the Six of Wands and the Four of Pentacles? And again, you have to apply these to your situation. I got about, give or take, 1,000 energies that I'm pulling from, and I got 10,000 people to send those out to, and I have to pull a general thing from the middle. And I do it in real time. I don't make you wait, but I do my best. You have to apply it. Okay. I can't just break them all down. These will be 6-hour videos. Bridging energy between the Six of Wands and the Four of Pentacles is death. Again, backing up the sun. There could be a whole, and the Ace of Wands that was at the bottom here. And also the Nine of Wands that was underneath this page. There's a potential here for a whole new beginning. Neither of these would go away in spite of fears or whatever the fears are on each side. Neither of these would go away if feelings were known. It might make it a little weird. It's especially weird if this is your cousin. But aside from that, this is, it would actually be good, because keeping things bottled up, keeping your feelings bottled up, it just creates tension. Like guys, for example, if they're friends with a girl that they want to bang, which by the way is every girl they're friends with, just so you know, if those feelings start to build and build and build, it can get a little tense. It can get a little crazy. They'll start doing crazy shit, weird kind of odd things. Anyway, I hate to say this, in case you're one of the people who doesn't like this person or want to bang them and kind of gave a sort of a ew sort of a thing. Well, the crossing energy to all of the bridging energy is the Ten of Pentacles. Again, backing up the Sun. Not only does death back up the Sun, Ten of Pentacles backs up the Sun. It wouldn't be as bad as you think. Just like me leaving that party with that bitch who yelled at me. I bitched about her all the way home too. I went over there with my neighbor who made me go to the party. I bitched about her all the way home. Fucking asshole. What the fuck does that bitch think she is? What the fucking hell? That was my ride home. So, all I can say is, in my experience, and you all know I've whiteboarded my life. It's huge, huge whiteboards. Tracking it back and tracking the people and how we met and what happened. And, I study patterns. I study things like that. And I have to tell you, the most important people in my world are the people I started out about. Kind of a thing like that. We started out with a conflict. Even my friend Puff, who I've talked about before, who proved to be a very important person, a little soul connection in my life. I didn't like her sitting on my car. That didn't start out good. I said to her when I walked up, I said, I appreciate you taking your flip-flops off, at the very least. She was barefoot, so that was nice. But what the fuck are you doing on my car, you little shit? That kind of a thing. It was that kind of a beginning. It is what it is. Sometimes things start out a little weird. But if this is somebody that you actually like, if you're one of the people where this is somebody who gosh, I hope they want to bang me. That'd be kind of fun. I think they do. Gosh, I wonder. Well, they do. And now you know the reasons why it's not happening, at least in general terms. You can rectify that if you want to. Open up a little bit. Never be afraid to open up to people. Never be afraid to open up. If you don't tell somebody how you feel, how the fuck are they going to know? Right? And don't run from your emotions, for God's sake. That's ridiculous. Don't keep them bothered. Even if you get rejected, it's better to let it out and get the rejection than to hold it in and have that volcano. Let's learn from the DMs in the Deep Soul Twin Flame connection. Let's learn from the runners. What you're seeing in all the readings I pull is what happens when you hold things in like a volcano. Right? You end up in fucking batshit crazy town. Whatever the fuck's going on with the DM, like we learned yesterday's Twin Flame Deep Soul, Twin Flame Journey reading that I did the other day. Definitely watch that if you haven't. But that's our little Schrodinger's cat here today. Fun! I like it. Somebody wants to bang you. Cool! I want to bang all of you, so hopefully you didn't pick me in this, because the answer is I'd bang every one of you. I know most of you, especially all you all on Twitter. Wouldn't have to ask me twice. Tell you what. Y'all freaking awesome. That's your reading. That's it. So there, nobody ever has to guess how I feel about them. It's fucking pretty easy. Just ask me, I'll tell you. Hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. And if you find your full Empress energy, since most of you are DFs, nobody will ever have to guess how you feel about them either. Okay. There you go. That's nice. These are nice cards, people. All right. Good luck.